Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails. Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
It would be super dope if the conversations we have before we start, we make that a Patreon thing before the show.
I think I would tell that story on Patreon.
But there's so many moments that we have. Okay.
Turn the volume up. I can't hear myself. Oh my God.
The chance.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't work. I hear your levels. Oh well.
Oh shit. Okay, we're good. Okay. I don't even like Hennessy, but I've had such a crazy week, I'm sure we all have, that today's cocktail is Hennything is Possible. And all you need is your finest bottle of Hennessy, a cup of ice, some apple juice, and you're just going to pour that Henny and apple juice at the same damn time over the ice, garnish it with whatever the fuck you'd like, and enjoy. Hennything is possible. Because, you know, it's January, Kiki. It's 2020, and
February.
I feel like it is February. It's February, and I just feel like I need a, it's long, and I feel like, you know what, this is my New Year's Eve. I need a redo for the beginning of 2020.
I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just feeling so confused. Everything just feels like it's off. I don't know what the hell is going on in life. I don't know. I would like a do-over too.
I was just telling my mom for the past maybe week and a half, I have been having these reoccurring dreams every single night that I'm pregnant. And it's each...
Like really?
So each dream, I get a little bit further. It started off with me having morning sickness. And I'm telling you, it would spill over into real life. Like, I would wake up and be feeling sick. Like, I had to throw up. And I was like, wait. I'm not even feeling sick. It was the dream. So I'm having these dreams that I'm, like, pregnant. Now, like, last night I had a dream that I had, like, the whole pregnancy belly and you could see the baby stretching inside. And I was telling my mom, I was scared. I was like, maybe I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. But it's just really crazy. And I don't know what the dreams are about. And they're so real. I just go to sleep and I'm pregnant.
Did you try to like look it up and do dream interpretation?
So my mom was going to look it up and then she was like, I'll call you. She was like, call me after you leave the studio. And then like, cause she had looked something up, but she looked it up seeing a baby in the hallway. And I was like, Mom, that's not what I even told you.
No, I was pregnant.
I'm pregnant. And each night that I dream, the phase of the pregnancy is growing.
You're breaking an idea.
Yeah.
Something is about to come to full fruition for you.
That's what it is. If you have the baby, that's something different. But that being pregnant, that's what it is. There's something in your mind, something that you're thinking about, that you're working towards, or something that's supposed to be good.
All right, well.
And then sometimes it's death. So we're going to go with a creative one. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll go with something. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is, I haven't had a really vivid dream in a long time, but I got this lucid tea. Have you ever drank any of that?
Mm-mm.
It's supposed to, I forget the exact term, but you're supposed to drink it and it's supposed to help you have these like really vivid dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But I just never tried it.
Is it like a drug?
It's not a drug.
Oh.
It's just got different herbs in it.
Like you can get it in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But this one, they sent it to me in the Amber Rose Slut Box that I subscribed to. And it was just one of the things. And I kept saying I was going to try it. I just never have. I think you're supposed to be able to kind of like, it's like you're dreaming, but you're conscious in the dream. So you can kind of like make decisions. It's not so much like watching a movie. It's like being in the movie is the way that it was kind of explained to me. But I want to try it. I just always forget. I got to set a reminder or something in my phone. So I can remember.
I want to try some.
If I remember next time I go home, I'll have to bring you some. But I'm forgetful, so let's not hold our breath. Anyway, what else has been going on with you?
You know, I mean, this is late when we put this out here, but Kobe Bryant dying was like, it affected my whole week in a very weird way.
Did it?
It did. And it's crazy because I don't personally know him, as most of the people in the world that have been mourning him don't. But like, it was just like something where I woke up in the morning like, wow, you can really be here one day and then just gone. Then you're really just gone.
You never know when your last conversation with somebody is going to be, or what's going to take you out. I think people take for granted that, okay, you'll grow old and you'll live this full life. And it just doesn't always happen that way. Yeah. My phone was blowing up because, you know, they started this rumor that Rick Fox was in the
How
thing.
How did that even get started? I was sitting there like,
I have no idea. And I'm just like, y'all have got to calm down. Like, obviously, you weren't on the helicopter. Where are you getting this information from? Like, what the hell? People are just making up stuff. I was taking a nap and I wake up to all of this and I'm just like, oh my God. But it really was sad. And I'm not like a huge basketball fan or anything like that. I have enjoyed parts of Kobe's story, and it's interesting to see like how inspirational he was to so many people. And pretty much every man I know was like boohoo crying.
My dad was crying. Wow. My brother was crying. I was like, wow. Because I'm not a huge basketball person either. I really don't be knowing what's going on. But like, I've started to look up stuff that he did. I didn't know that he was like a storyteller and liked to write stories and had a kids podcast. I mean, that's just
he got an Oscar.
Yeah.
Was it last year? Maybe
2018.
Yeah. Okay, so year before last. Yeah,
that's crazy. So rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yes, R.I.P. and the rest of the people and his daughter and all of that. Oof, what a tough week. I'm trying to think if I did anything worthwhile. Probably not. I had the most dramatic weekend last weekend. So I'm hoping that this one is a lot more calm.
It will
and relaxing. It's raining, so maybe I can just like sit inside somewhere and get drunk and then have sex.
Can you share the dramatics, or is it like?
I'm thinking, like we said earlier, I should just save it for the Patreon episode. Oh. But I will say this: I did get together with a friend of mine, and we were all supposed to come. You two.
I was supposed to come, and I tried, but bitch, I was drunk, and it was too short of a notice.
I was like, Medina is not coming. She is out hanging out. I see her Instagram story. She's not coming.
The fact that I said, I promise you I'm coming, and I was actively posting on Instagram.
I'm just like, this girl is not coming. Don't believe that. Don't believe it. Just don't even wait. It was so dramatic. So this is what happened. We're all hanging out. I cooked some lasagna with my friend. Everybody's like drinking, hanging out, chit-chatting. There's a new guy there that nobody really knows, but we're getting to know him. All of a sudden, things take the most dramatic turn for the worst. Something about a shot of salad, and somebody got a shot. What the hell is a shot of salad? I don't know, but there was a shot of Hennessy involved, and then people were ready to fight, and I was just like, oh hell no, it's getting so ghetto up in here
to be fighting.
I had to gather my spices and put them in my little reusable grocery bag. I was gathering up all my things. I grabbed some Hennessy for the road, well not for the road, but to take home for my troubles, and some candy out of the candy dish. It was just like, what happened? And so then the next day everybody's like, I'm really sorry, I was so drunk. I don't know why.
But you know, another thing also, I feel like sometimes people try to like recreate situations that they should just let whoever started that trend do it. Like, you like to cook, and you do these cooking things at your house on the weekends, and your friends should just let you do it at your house, and that's your thing. And you do it at your house, and they come and everybody does it that way, and then they do something else. But like, you just take head on that from here on out.
Yeah, I was just like, I mean, okay. I was like, you don't want to do it at my house? Because I'm like, I'm going to have to bring all the stuff anyway, but you know, whatever. It was definitely
so did anybody get to eat the lasagna?
We had already ate. We ate the lasagna, but I packed up some leftovers too, and I took them to go. And then I kind of feel bad that I took them because I never ate the leftovers, but the lasagna turned out really good. I'm proud of that recipe. I need to add it to the mix. But yeah, people ate, but I'm just like, did you not eat enough? Because everybody was so drunk.
I love lasagna, might I say.
I've been craving it lately. I can't really think of anything else that's happened that's that interesting. So I guess that's it from a little catch up.
I'm trying to think. Oh. I went to the Andrew Schultz comedy show when he came to Atlanta. Shout out to Weezy for connecting me and Alex so that Alex got me like some tickets, and they were really good tickets. I was right at the front. So thank you, Weezy, and thank you, Alex. Alex tried me.
What you mean?
It was funny. And I probably, if I would have had a couple more drinks, I probably would have fucked him. So we went and he was like, don't make plans after the show because we normally like to go out. And I was like, okay, cool. I want to meet Andrew because he seems cool. Even though at the comedy show, he had me. He's hilarious. Then he started talking shit about Beyonce. And I was like, I want to go home. Like, I was really, the fact that like I act like Beyonce's my actual sister, I couldn't enjoy the rest of the show because this nigga kept talking.
What was he saying?
He was talking about the tone of her voice. Like,
excuse me?
And he, like, you can only do that if you can do like a good impersonation of Beyonce.
What about the tone of his voice?
Exactly. Like, don't you talk about Beyonce. Like, but he did. And all the white people thought it was funny. And me, Brittany, and her friend Sativa, we were all sitting there like, you lost me here, bro. Mm-hmm. But so Alex was like, don't make any plans after the show because, you know, we'll probably go out. I was like, okay, cool. So, we didn't go out after the show. Me and my girlfriends went out after the show with bitch ass Juan Farmer. And yes, I called that nigga out because he did some fuck shit this past weekend. I'm so pissed. So we go out with him and then like I hit up Alex like, hey, we're at Red Martini if you want to pull up. Like, come. It's kind of like slightly lit, but slightly not, but it's still a cool vibe. Mm-hmm.
Where were y'all?
Red Martini.
Red Martini.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, it's not like super black. It's kind of white, but they still play like hip hop music, but then they might throw in some white shit. I like it when you don't have nothing else to do. So he was like, man, he was like, I'm kind of lit. So why don't you just meet me at the hotel room? I said, what? Alex, you really I laughed at the message. Not that I don't think he's attractive. I do. I think he's cute. I don't even know you, my nigga. I never even like, our interaction was like, Weezy connected us. You got me the tickets. Cool. Like, thank you.
And now you think I want to come to your hotel?
Which if I would have been drunk, I possibly would have been like, here I come. But something has been happening in my mind where I've been being really responsible with men and not letting them get over on me and not letting them do dumb shit. Like, I just like correct it or cut it off. Mm-hmm. So, no, like, and granted, girl, it was just, I laughed at the message and he was like, oh, too forward. I was like,
yeah.
You think, let's try this again some other time. Like, it was just like, niggas really be trying it. And I always bring it back to, what if I just hit you up like, it's the first, where's my rent? And I don't know you.
Go for it. Why not? They go for everything they want. And sometimes they get it. So
most of the time they do.
My God.
But the show was funny. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Weezy. And I hope I see you again. I just hate when niggas come at me like you don't gotta like take me to at least get some food.
I know, like feed me.
At the least.
You gotta feed me. You gotta get me some cocktails. You gotta do a few things. I really don't require that much, but I would just come to the hotel after you gave me some tickets to a comedy show.
I was really confused.
No. Okay, so this week we don't have a guest. We will play a game. And you want to play the game or you want me to do weird sex first?
Do weird sex.
Okay.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
So this month, I'm going to try my best to find enough women, Black women specifically, to highlight for the month of February who work in sex some sort of way. Okay, so this person, her name is SXNR. She has a blog, sxnoir.com, and let me see how I would describe her website. So she features a lot of different content on like sex, love, sex technology, vacations, all kind of cool stuff. It's a blog site. She does some really cool interviews. She does a lot of great postings. She has some videos out there, and she's just a really cool girl. It seems like it's something similar to like what we do, where it's just like talking about experiences, trying to educate people. And I think it's great to check out other content creators, whether it's the same type of content or not, but she does that. So y'all check out her website, sxnoir.com. That's it.
Are you saying noir or like noir, like Pinot Noir?
Noir.
Okay.
Noir. Am I saying it funny?
No. I just really didn't know because it actually like noir. Noir.
Or, oh, like no, R.
Yeah.
These are the letters SXNOIR.com. Beautiful girl, beautiful gowns. But yeah.
Speaking of beautiful girls and beautiful gowns, you guys, we have once again postponed. I don't even know how to say postponed because when this episode comes out, y'all already know it didn't happen. We are hosting Traffic Sunday, February 23rd. Me and Kiki. It's going to be a whole cocktails takeover. So make sure y'all come, turn up. And if you want to reserve a table, hit us up.
Yeah, you can actually email the promoter, Suzanne, SUZAN, at iCloud.com with your phone number, how many people, and the time you want for your reservation. But hit her up. I'll put the details in the description box of the episode. Come hang out with us February 23rd, Club Traffic. It's in Midtown.
And you need to reserve a table.
You do.
Do you have to pay to reserve a table?
No, because there's actual brunch.
Okay.
So you can get bottle service, but you don't have to. But you do need to make a reservation for a table so that you can eat.
Right. So make sure y'all reserve those tables because everybody's not going to be at our table. Like it's like we're going to be like, come turn up with us.
Because we're going to eat.
Yeah, we are going to sit down at our table. We do have friends coming to our table to sit down and eat with us. So make sure you do reserve a table. It's free to reserve that table. Reserve it.
Yeah. It'll be a good time. I think it starts at 1 p.m. and it is over around like 6, 7-ish. Depending on how lit it is. But yeah, y'all come out, have a good time with us, get super cute. It's an excuse to go out. Why not?
Yes.
Okay, so for the game, we're going to play this or that.
Yeah, a little this or that. And my questions are obviously going to be weird as usual.
I'm not surprised.
So my first this or that, and this is just because I'm curious. Do you prefer to hang out with your mom or your dad?
My mom.
Okay.
Absolutely. My mom is like really fun. They're very different hanging out with them. Like my mom, she's funny and she's fun. She's like laid back. My dad is like, it's like when I go out with him, I just notice he's always like scanning the room, trying to check out women, and he's like always on the prowl. My mom can sit down, we can just have a good time, whatever. So yeah, I prefer to go with her, but my daddy is always gonna pay.
Oh, well, look, I like that. Where daddy at?
Okay, this or that. Let's see. I know that you hate one of these, Hennessy or vodka.
Ooh, I'll go with Hennessy. Because here's the thing. Hennessy just turns me into a different person.
Do you get like aggressive?
I get aggressive.
Okay.
I'm aggressive. I'm going to make a fool of myself. But I'm going to go with Hennessy because vodka makes me sick.
Does it?
Vodka makes me sick unless it's a Moscow Mule. I can drink Moscow Mules.
I like those because I really like the ginger beer. I really like it.
Okay, sew-in or microlinks?
Microlinks.
I'm getting some tomorrow, bitch, and I cannot wait.
I hope you love them.
I hope I love them too.
It's been like such a different experience. But next, I'm going to do the I-tip. So,
but here's my question about the microlinks. Like, how long have you had these?
I got them done in September. So I just get them tightened.
And let me ask you this, because you know I can't do hair. I have to have hairstyles that are easy to manage. Like when you wash your hair with the microlinks, is it easy to flat iron?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Unless you're not keeping up with your maintenance. Like if you're not getting your links tightened every, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, then it's going to be like a gap. So then that's when it could get a little
puffy.
Yeah. So just make sure you get it tightened and then in between you can wash it. It'll be fine. It just feels like I'm washing my own hair.
And can niggas still pull your hair during sex? And they won't come out?
It's in here tight. It's not going anywhere. It's been pulled. It's been yanked on. And then sometimes depending on where they put their hands, how they fall in, they might not even feel it. Because you can get to your scalp, you know?
Y'all, I'm getting
I don't
mine
mind tricking
tomorrow,
somebody.
and I can't wait.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Anal or getting throat fucked?
Anal, absolutely, all day. Get in that booty. I will throw up on your dick. I say it almost every episode. And while some men think that shit is sexy, I don't like throwing up. Like now my breath stinks. my makeup is running. Like your nasty ass just wants me to keep going. And then you want to fuck me. Now I'm going to get a bacterial infection.
I feel like I'm going to get some type of infection from that dick being in my ass. I'm gonna have hemorrhoids. I might need stitches or something back there. Like, no, I can't.
Let's see. This or that? Are you a talk during sex or just moan?
Talk. And I like to be talked to too.
Me too.
I don't mind being bossed around. In that moment, I'll take it. No, regular everyday life, I don't like that. That's how I start arguing. But sex is fine. Sex is fine to talk. I always feel awkward sometimes if there's like no words at all. It's just like it's a little too quiet.
It's a little too quiet and less talk.
Yeah. Okay. Nipple piercing or tongue piercing on you?
Tongue.
Oof.
I have my
Didn't
tongue
you have that
pierced,
before?
yeah. I liked it.
Did it hurt when you got it done?
Like shit. Me and Sharina went together to get it done, and
Y'all were bad.
we were bad. But, I mean, we were technically grown.
Okay.
We were in college. My mom almost beat my ass. I showed her at work, though. My mom used to work at DFW airport, and when I flew in from school, I just went to her gate and was like, and she was like, and I knew she couldn't do anything because she's at work. And she was like, passengers, standby passengers will be gone. I was like, look, Mom. She was pissed. I can't believe I did that, because what if she just would have beat my ass at the airport?
That would have been so embarrassing. All those people would have been like, ooh.
And then Sharina's parents are super godly, and they were looking at her like, I know Medina made you do this, when really it was Sharina's idea.
I bet it was Sharina's idea.
It
Just knowing the two of y'all, it's like you probably were just like, well, okay, sounds fun.
Yeah, we'll be cute. Girl, that shit hurt so bad. What? We both almost died. Let's see. Would you, no, this or that. Finger in the pussy while he's eating you out, or spit?
Finger.
Really?
I like spit, but I figure my pussy will be wet enough to keep it like moist, so I'd rather have the finger, because then you can really get in there and get to the G spot.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like fingers, but maybe I just haven't had like the pro finger man.
Maybe, because sometimes guys are really good at it, and other ones it's just like you're jabbing,
and
your
you
finger
can tell when
hurt.
someone doesn't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. It's like they just kind of poke it like this. That's wrong. Curve it.
It's like you're
need to
playing the
come
piano.
hither.
Yeah, upside down.
I was about to say, I don't know how you play the piano like this,
because you.
but all right. Okay, I don't have another one. Do you have another one?
I don't either.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm not even making it up in advance.
Well, y'all, it's me and Kiki today, and y'all know we be telling y'all all of our business. Kiki was like, what you want to talk about today? And I was like, well, it's Super Bowl Sunday weekend.
It is, and it's like we're the last bitches left in Atlanta.
We're the only ones in the studio.
Okay, we had to wait outside forever to even get let in.
Are you the type of person where like you want to go to these types of events? Because it's interesting. I forgot this was Super Bowl weekend, and I really don't have any interest in going to big events like Super Bowl weekend, because to me it feels like, no shade on nobody who's going. Go and have your fun. I have my things I like to go to. But Super Bowl weekend is like, I'm not really into football like that. And if I can't go how I want to go, I don't want to go.
I wasn't really pressed to go. So I was invited to go, but then the plans changed because something happened. So it was just like, whatever, it's not a big deal. I don't care about either one of these teams that are playing. Those aren't the teams
Who's
that
even playing?
Kansas City and San Francisco.
So
the
that's
49ers.
the 79ers.
No. Who are the 79ers?
I have no business going
There's the 76ers that play basketball. That's Philly. Okay, so San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Are playing. And there's tons of parties. Like even yesterday, pretty much everybody I work with is either in Miami or on the way, or they left yesterday. And they're like, oh, okay, are you coming? You need to go. I'm hosting this party and this party and this party, and we can go. But I'm just like, it's just to me, it's gonna be so hectic.
Like, will you even have fun?
It's going to be too much. And then I'm going to be tired. You know, I fall asleep. I'm old now. Like, I like watching the Super Bowl, but I like going to people's houses or like smaller things for a Super Bowl party where I can just sit down, relax, watch the halftime show. That's mainly what I care about. Beyonce's not performing, so I haven't really gave a fuck about the Super Bowl since the last time she was
performing
there.
at the Super Bowl?
Shakira and J-Lo. Yeah. I mean,
like,
it's Miami, so I
like
think
J-Lo
that makes sense.
That's not even exciting. Oh, I feel you. It makes sense for that.
So, I mean, I think that people have a good time, but I also feel like it's just a lot of people out there trying to get their hoe on. And, you know, more power to you out
I'm
there.
not mad at you. This is
The people are
hoe
ready to
weekend.
spend money.
It's prime hoe weekend, but I'm trying to feel.
I'm not really that kind of hoe. So
I don't know what type of hoe it is, honestly. Is it like the hoes that are like aggressive hoes and they have succeeded already? They're getting their bills paid already.
I don't know if I would call them aggressive, but yes, they're probably experienced hoes. I don't think this is like a beginner hoe trip for you to take.
So this is like you're on Black China level. Amber Rose.
I don't even think you got to be up there, but you can't be like
Scary.
afraid to ask somebody for a couple $1,000s or telling somebody I need my rent paid. Like if you're afraid of that, or if you're afraid of discussing numbers and you kind of just take what they give you, I don't think that this is
That
where you
weekend.
need to go.
Yeah, you'll get out
You might
there.
meet somebody, but you're not gonna.
You're
still
gonna
not
be
gonna
the
turn
bitch
a profit.
outside waiting to get in the club and you're not getting it.
Or you're gonna get in the club and you're gonna be with these niggas who's spending all this money and you still go home empty handed.
And you're trying to pick up
a
the stripper
Spirit
money
flight.
for gas home because you drove.
Yeah. So, but to everybody who went out there, even you beginner girls, if it works out for you, I'd love to hear your cocktails. I can't wait to get some Super Bowl cocktails because the girls are out there.
The cocktails are being made. Look, and if you you think Drake's gonna be out there?
Yeah.
If any of y'all fuck Drake, I mean, I might square up with you, but you can come to the
Girl.
studio and tell us about it in person. I would love to hear that. I would.
You gonna square up though, Medina?
After the episode, I'm square up with your bitch ass because you know that's my nigga.
Oh my gosh, I cannot.
But yeah, that's so cool. Like everyone's going to Super Bowl. I see everyone's Instagram's gonna be the same. Cool.
Ain't nobody gonna be at the game,
I
but
was
a
just gonna
handful
say,
of
is anyone
people
actually gonna go to the game? It's basically just Atlanta in Miami.
Like,
Allure on
Atlanta-
the beach.
Yeah. Atlanta takes, the beach. That's what it is. Bitches
So,
in bikinis.
With Super Bowl coming, like, this is crazy. So, y'all remember how I told y'all I was fucking with that dude, One Leg Bay?
Yeah.
And he was cool. He has one leg and he's fine as shit. He hit me up the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And he too was trying to get to the Super Bowl. I don't know if he made it, but
What you been trying?
well, he called me and he was like, "Hey, could you get me a rental car?"
Huh?
Kiki.
Like take him to the rental car place?
No, here's the thing that's about me.
First of all, can he drive a car?
First, second, and third of all, can you drive a car? Because your
Which
right
leg he
leg is
got?
the one that's gone.
Ooh. But the left one's probably real strong now.
Here's what I need you to understand, bruh. Like, first of all, and this is the thing when people want you to do like illegal things for them. As soon as he asked me that, like, can you get me a rental car? I feel like sometimes my proper, the way that I speak is proper at times.
Uh-huh.
And my look can sometimes look very innocent. And I sometimes think when I meet like hoodish dudes, they think I'm actually stupid.
Okay, yeah.
I really think they think I'm stupid. But little do you know, like, I have a little bit of street smarts. Like, you're not going to come into my life and like do things and think you might think I don't know what's going on, but I do know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, yeah, I just need you to give me the rental car. I just need you to take me up there to get it. I know you don't just need me to take you up there to get it. I know we're going to get there and you're going to need my license and my credit card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stupid. I said, so no, let's just be clear. So you want me to book a rental car for you, put my driver's license down and my credit card. He was like, yeah. Can you just do it? Can you just do that real quick?
No!
I said, well, what do I get out of it? Because it's time for me to pay my rent.
Yeah, it is the first.
I said, what do I get out of it? He was like, for real, Shawty? That's what you about to ask me? Do you hear what you asked me to do some illegal if something happens, everything falls on me.
If he steal that car and never come back,
It falls on me. If you go get in a
and
car
now
accident.
you going to jail.
If you doing some drug shit, that shit falls on me. So me being like, pay my rent this week? That should be nothing. That should be nothing.
You're the one with no license and no credit card to get the shit in the first place.
I was like, I don't even feel bad for you. I don't care that you have one leg and I just don't care. So if you're either going to like pay the rent and then I'll go do it, which I really wasn't going to do. I just wanted to see what he would say.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're just, bye. And he was like, well, I'm not doing that. I said, okay, well, bye. I hope you get to Miami. First of all, it's going to be very uncomfortable because you're going to be cramped. Second of all, bye. And then I hung up, and then he texted me like he said, lost my fucking number. I wanted to put clear his throat, lose, but I didn't. But I just,
Lost my fucking
like,
number.
my nigga, I was just sitting there like, men have a lot of nerve. You're asking me to do, and he probably found another bitch to do it because a lot of bitches will do shit like that. I'm not the one, but it makes
or the 2 or the 3 because. Excuse me. And then let's not forget, which I am so embarrassed to even say this. I have felt bad for him because he does have one leg. And so one night he hit me up. He's like, I'm so hungry. Will you come over here and cook for me? It was nighttime and it was raining. He doesn't live far. He lives like the building right next over. I walked over to his place in the rain and cooked a whole meal for him, Kiki. I'm so ashamed to even have said that. Besties. That was really nice of you.
I felt bad. I was like, I don't think so.
Oh.
The nigga was like he was hopping, and I was like, okay, just like sit down, I got you. And so anyways, it made me think like, what all would you do for somebody you fuck with? Somebody you're fucking, somebody you love, somebody you're in a relationship with, somebody you just fuck with, whether it's like, cause bitches are out here doing shit that will put you in, not even just in Rice Street, in prison.
Yeah, it's amazing to me some of the things that people are willing to do. Honestly, it's not a whole lot that I'm willing to do with somebody who I'm just fucking. I can come over to your house. I can bring a bottle of wine. Maybe I can cook some breakfast, depending on how good you fuck me. I'm not really willing to do a whole lot for somebody I'm just fucking. Like, it's just sex. No. Now, I'm not doing illegal shit for nobody.
To do this illegal thing.
No, I'm not going to jail. We all know that. I can't go to jail. It's not for me. I'm going to be in there and I'm going to have to be hiding behind my big ass girlfriend, prison wife that I'm going to have to find. And, I'm going to have to do a lot of things that I know I don't want to do. And it's just going to be a miserable existence. I can't go. So illegal shit, I'm not doing that. I can't think of anything illegal. If somebody asked me to rent them a car, I'm just going to be confused. What's going on? Why can't you rent a car?
Yeah. And then it's all like, okay, the rental car thing, I'm not going to lie. I think I would have done it if he would have just been open and honest and been like, hey, look, because I do want to know, like, why don't you have a credit card? You're grown as shit. What do you not? Well, first of all, is it you don't have a credit card or you don't have a driver's license?
Which one? Yeah.
Which one is it, or is it both? Like, if I'm going to do those things
out?
for you, I need you to tell me why you can't do it.
And it needs to be clear all the way through.
And I think that's what's crazy when people ask you something like this and then you want to know why you want something from me. Just tell me why, bro.
Somebody said he gonna be in your rental car like Aaron Hernandez. Taking people out. But that's something that could really happen. And
now
then
you got me caught up in a whole thing.
And everybody is not like his baby mama.
Wait, what you mean?
Like, she was just like, I'm not saying shit.
Oh, no, I'm telling.
I'm singing.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. I'm gonna be like, here's what happened. Yep, don't do it. However, being dumb, I feel like if he would have been like, oh, I'll pay your rent up the whole year, I probably would have been like, okay, I'm going to get the rental car now. Which kind you want?
I'll be like, can I come?
But like,
okay, but depending on what it was for, if you were really just going down there to have a thoughtful weekend in Miami, I can ride with you, but I don't want to leave you with the car.
You're right. Especially if you already have me feeling uneasy. Like, you told me your name was something and then we were going to pick up food and you told them your name was something else.
Wait, what?
That happened. And I was like,
he's scamming.
I don't know.
That's what I always think. I've dealt with several scammers, and that's what it is. Sometimes you go places and people got these different names. They're really inconsistent about their age. You'll find some IDs, but you see multiple IDs with their fucking picture on it and variations of their names and ages.
Do you think we could get a scammer to come on, or they wouldn't?
Hell no.
Are there retired scammers that will no longer go to jail?
They probably can't come back to Atlanta. I don't know.
Maybe
I mean, I guess after you serve your
call-in.
time, you can, once you serve your time and you've already been convicted, then I guess you talk about it.
Is African Mike out?
Yeah, he out. That's exactly who I was thinking about. Yeah, so he did get out of prison. And I don't know where in the world he is. He hits me up every now and then. But it's like, you weren't even like a citizen and you keep talking. So you guys, I think I've mentioned this guy a long time ago. We call him African Mike. I ain't gonna bleep his name out because it's all on the damn Department of Justice website. So whatever. I met him early on when I was living in Atlanta, and he used to be the guy who was always going to the club, spending a ton of money. And he was a scammer. So he wasn't like a
Did he know people knew he was a scammer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He used to try and act like I didn't know that's what it was. I know what it is. Now, I'm gonna go to the club and let you spend this money up, but I'm kind of upset because once it was all said and done and I saw how much money he had stole, I was just like, I should have been asking for way more, not just me and my girls popping bottles in the club.
Don't you feel dumb when you realize that? You're like, here I am getting drunk in a gut.
Yeah.
And you really could have been doing way more.
I could have been really doing
I
something
could have
with the
10
money.
Chanel bags and then sold them when your ass got sent to
I
prison.
could have funded a business.
Bruh.
So many things. I could have paid off some student loan debt. Something responsible, but whatever. We already know we both not that great at adulting. So anyway, he was doing like tax fraud. And so he was filing taxes on people. Now, allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but allegedly he really did go to school to be an accountant and everything. He's from the UK. And he learned how to be an accountant, and he came here and he was working, but then he started doing this tax fraud shit. So he stole like almost $2 million. His restitution is like 1.5 million, 1.7 million, something like that he has to pay back. And it's like, you're not a real citizen. So you keep talking like when I get out and I come home, you mean to
Home
Manchester?
To oh.
Yeah, he's originally from Africa, but then they moved to UK. So anyway, I'm just like, what are you doing? And he used to lie to me and act like he was on vacation. He would call me from prison. He would call a friend, have the friend call me, and whatever the caller ID said from where that friend was, he'd be like, oh, I'm in Puerto Rico. I'm on my vacation. And I'm like, I am looking at the article. I know that you're in prison. All your other partners still out here, and they told me, oh, you got jammed up. I see it. I can see your full name. I see how old you really are. And Father Time was not on your side. You should have stopped drinking so much because you was looking old and you was the same age as me. But that shit is just crazy. But I don't think that he ever asked me to do anything for him. It was never like, he never tried to file my damn taxes. He never asked me for a ton of information or anything like that. But we would go places sometimes, and I would be like, what name did you just say?
Yeah.
Or let me see that card again. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
No one has ever really asked me to do anything. Like, because people just know I'm not that bitch. I'm just not that bitch. And so when he asked me, I feel like he just thought he was so fine that I was stupid. But no.
I'll be stupid over other stuff, but not that. Not like my freedom. That's something that I value more than like anything. So why would I risk that?
Why would I risk it? And then on top of that, when I do just say, oh, okay, what do I get out of it? You're like, nothing, bitch.
Acting like I'm fucking stupid. I'm not that damn stupid.
Crazy. I wonder if he ever got down there.
I wonder. Do you follow him on Instagram?
He doesn't have it.
Sounding like a scam to me. Or a drug dealer for real. But back to your original question, you know, like, what would you do?
How far will you go?
How far would I go? I don't know. I don't want nothing in my name. Like, even if it was just like I was dealing with somebody whose credit was kind of fucked up and they needed me to apply for something for them, like, I don't want to get a damn account at a rental furniture company for you. I just, oof. There's not much I'm really willing to do. I don't know. I'm really trying to think, like, what could someone ask me to do? Okay. If you are in love and this is somebody you're in a relationship with and you really do love him, let's think about it from that aspect. Okay. What are you willing to do for him if he asked you something outlandish?
This is when I really be thinking about Beyonce, because, you know, they had the Bonnie and Clyde. They got the, I'm just a person loves her anyway, cliche. What's that song called? Cliche. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying.
Feeling good. Yeah. And black hourglass, toast to cliches in the dark past. What is it called? It's a part 1 and a part 2.
On the Run.
And then Beyonce sometimes make me feel like, what do you think Beyonce would do some illegal shit for Jay-Z?
Yeah.
If you are like many Americans, you're busy, have a sedentary job, I know I do, and haven't changed your exercise habits, going to the gym is more than hard. It's nothing I want to do, to be real. Making it routine is even harder. Finding a personalized workout that meets your fitness goals and helps you lose weight, now that's easy thanks to OpenFit. OpenFit takes all the complexity out of losing weight and getting fit. It's a new fitness streaming service that allows you to work out from the comfort of your living room in as little as 10 minutes a day. Thank God. That's like a couple of commercial breaks on your favorite show. OpenFit offers 350 brand new live workouts every week. You can choose from bar and Pilates classes, cardio, strength training, yoga, even guided walking and running sessions. All you need is your phone and a pair of earphones. Every Monday, OpenFit launches a new 3-week live challenge, a different live workout every day for 3 weeks. You can even connect with your trainer and classmates using OpenFit's live chat tool, which is really cool if you have a bunch of friends who are not going to hold you accountable in real life. Use the live chat feature. OpenFit is affordable and accessible. Some places only sell classes as a package, and often you can't make it to every class because of time constraints. OpenFit brings those classes to you to use anytime, anywhere, and you get what you put in. You can see results within the first 30 days. Do you want to increase your energy, put a pep in your step, and overall feel better inside? Do you want to lose weight and keep it off? Lose up to 15 pounds in just the first 30 days the right way. OpenFit has changed the way I work out, and texting my code COCKTAILS to 505050, you can join me on a fitness journey personalized just for you. Right now, during the OpenFit 14-day challenge, our listeners get a special extended 14-day free trial membership to OpenFit when you text COCKTAILS to 505050. Remember, it's COCKTALES to 505050. You will get full access to OpenFit, all the workouts, plus the nutrition information totally free. Again, just text cocktails to 505050. Disclaimer, standard message and data rates may apply. Valentine's Day will be here before you know it, and time's running out to send your Valentine a one-of-a-kind, memorable, unexpected gift. If you want to wow your Valentine this year, send them bite-sized cupcakes from Baked by Melissa. I got my box, and every single bite-sized cupcake was so delicious. They are filled with little bits of like flavor. My personal favorite was the dulce de leche, and it had like a little bite of caramel on the inside. It's super cute. It comes in a refrigerated box, so you know that the cupcakes are fresh. Me and Taurus Bay ate them all in like a day, and I want to get some more. It was just so cute because it's not the typical super huge cupcakes. You don't feel as guilty about eating like 5 of them because 5 of them is probably the size of one. They're just in time for Valentine's Day. You can choose from white chocolate cookies and cream, red velvet, milk chocolate, dulce de leche, and more. Plus, they do have vegan and gluten-free options, and I checked out the website. They also have macaroons, which I loved, and it's not even just for Valentine's Day, but if you don't know what to get your sweetheart, get them some cupcakes. Baked by Melissa treats are adorable and delicious. They're perfectly bite-sized, so you can have one in every flavor. And trust me, you'll want to. Baked by Melissa offers 1 and 2-day shipping nationwide. Remember, the last day for standard shipping for Valentine's Day delivery is February 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern. So do not place your order after that time if you want it to get there on time and you don't want to mess that up. So just get your orders in now. This Valentine's Day, send your loved ones the perfect gift. Baked by Melissa. Go to bakedbymelissa.com/cocktails, COCKTALES, and use promo code cocktails, COCKTALES, to get 15% off your order. Take advantage of this special offer for podcast listeners. That's 15% off at bakedbymelissa.com/cocktails. Use promo code cocktails. And now let's get back to the show.
Now, I feel like if it's on a scale like that, where like you were at, okay, listen, if my nigga was like, somebody approached me, he used to be at the top of the game, and let's say I didn't know that. And then we start dating, we're in love, and he has created a real business for himself, and he is not doing it anymore. And then like maybe one day he's like, look, babe, you already know what lifestyle I come from, and there's some shit that's like popping back up. I gotta go handle some business, and I need you to like, if anybody like
make
comes
you a lunch bag for your road trip.
I need you to hold it down like while I'm gone. Like if anybody comes here looking for me, I need you to like lie and tell them I'm here when really I'm here. I think I would do it if it was on that scale. Beyonce and Jay-Z scale. Because I feel like right now, if some drug shit came back up from Jay-Z, or if Jay-Z is still doing drug shit, Beyonce not about to go and be like, no, nigga, you gotta stop. I think she thinks that shit is sexy, and she'd probably be fucking him on bricks of cocaine. I feel like they got a cocaine brick room so he can...
Medina, what?
So that he can remember where he came from.
I don't think so.
I'm just saying, like, if he was on a certain scale, I might do it.
So like a kingpin type.
Like a kingpin type, but I'm only gonna do like little small things. You're not putting stuff in my name and it can never trace back to me. But if you need me to tell a small little white lie, okay, I got it. I don't know where he's at.
Would you marry a guy so that you didn't have to testify against him?
What? Do people do that?
Yeah.
I mean, that comes, what do I get? Am I getting something?
Well, this is somebody that you're already in love with and you guys are together, you're just not married.
But does he have money? If
he has, okay, he has some money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if he has like regular money?
Nope. No, I'm gonna marry into our regular money lifestyle. When you go to jail, I'm sitting here with the regular. No, it needs to be something where it's like, if this all falls down and you do go to prison, I'm good. I'm not just like fucked in every area. No. What about you? I didn't even know you could marry someone and then not have to testify against them.
Yeah, you don't have to testify against your spouse. I forget all of the stipulations with it.
Even if you know what the fuck happened. Like, let's say you were there when he murdered somebody. If you're married to him, you don't have to testify against him. Wow.
Because I also don't want to have to testify against somebody because what if, like, I know that they were wrong and I want to say something and then I mess up the story or they get convicted and then they send somebody to kill me. Or kill, like, somebody I love, like a family member or something. I would be so scared. Yes, I will marry your ass. And I'm going to be a prison wife.
Wow.
But yeah, I would definitely marry somebody. I would marry them whether they had regular money or no money. If it's like something big and I got to testify. And then once you get in there, we can get divorced. But I need to be a part of witness protection or something because... life is just gonna have to change drastically. I don't know, but that's why the fantasy of like a hood ass nigga.
It's always
who, like,
fun
made it,
until you really meet one, and you're like, I'm just so glad that the both of us have it in our minds of like we think about things. My mom had a friend, and that friend had a daughter, and she was dating a hood nigga, and he hid some drugs in her house. She didn't even know it. She said she didn't. Guess who's in prison? Her. And I was like, I'm just glad I have the type of mind where it's like I can see things and be like, I might meet you at Blue and smoke a hookah.
I definitely will.
Yeah, but when it comes to like, you're not coming to my house. You're not coming to my house. And put a condom on because I also don't need to be pregnant by you.
I'm kind of scared to go to yours.
Scared.
Are people following us?
Have you ever gone to somebody's house that's like a hood nigga? Because hood niggas be fine. And you feel like a bitch might come and jump you?
No, but then like I went through the cabinets and I saw all these drugs and I was like,
or guns, and you're like, where is
somebody might come in here, not a bitch, but like some niggas, and they just might want to rob it. Like, you done left me here and told me I can stay as long as I want to. I'm gathering my things. This is not the house that I'm moving into. Y'all know I love to move in, but no, it's just like, first of all, I'm like, nigga, you don't even have no groceries, but you got a vacuum saver on your counter. Then I look over and I realize you got a money counter too. So I'm peeking for the money. But then I'm also looking like, okay, so what you got up in here? And once I discovered what all was there, I was just like, oh.
Right, you'd be like, this is like a movie.
All we can do is fuck. Because we can have dangerous sex and it can be really fun. And then, like, actually, I don't mind going home after it's over.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of scared. And I hope you got a gun under the pillow in case somebody runs up in here. Could you imagine if you were fucking somebody and some niggas run up in the house and it's just like, what you gonna do? I always wonder if something like that happens and I end up stuck outside butt ass naked.
Just
what am I gonna do?
And everybody's looking at you like, bitch.
Like, is a neighbor gonna give me a t-shirt or
are you gonna turn into like a gangster bitch and like grab a gun and be like,
hell
fuck
no.
y'all niggas, bow, bow, bow. You just like shooting niggas in the head and you just like, bow. But like, what if you turn into that?
Then I'm going to jail. So hopefully I never turn into that. Also, a lot of girls get caught up with money laundering. And I'd be like, girl.
How does that actually, I don't be understanding how the stuff works. So they
What do
will
you
like,
mean?
let's say the person might be like, hey, open up a lash company and let me run my money through it.
Mhm.
And the girl's like, okay, cool. But
Yeah.
I'd be trying to understand, like, how are you running your money through it?
Okay, so like, okay, let's say I'm the nigga and you the lash girl. And I'm like, all right, bitch, open this lash company. I'm going to send you this money. You need to do your books and shit to make it look like you had the clients to go with these lashes, even though you ain't really doing shit, or you might.
So she's just overbooking herself and making it look like she has.
Essentially, like the all of this money came from clients. It's not like just nothingness.
So when people hit you up like, hey, I need a lash model, do you think they're running, are they laundering?
No, I don't think that has anything to do with that.
Okay.
I think it's probably more so though, you know, the girls who are always like, oh, I'm booked up through June, can't do any more lashes. Who the fuck is booking that many lash appointments? And then it's like, when you really look at their schedule and their availability, they're taking 2 clients a day, but the bitch is always on a trip. You're probably laundering some money. I mean, you might not be. Who knows? But I think that happens a lot. A lot of people do that. And it's easier. Well, let me not say it's easier, but I could see how it could be easier if you had a business where it's like cash only. Hair, nails, anything beauty, really.
Wow.
Stylist.
No, let me ask you this. If somebody hit you up and was like, let's say you didn't know they were doing illegal shit, and like a man in your life was like, hey, I want to open up a company for you. He was like, I want you to open up a company.
Okay, you want me to open up a company and what?
Okay, that was
Like-
okay. Let's say one of us met a man. And he was like, I want to put all this money into cocktails. Would you question it on like maybe he's trying to like run some money through us?
I would be like, what you want out of it? Like, you're just giving us all of this money. What do you want out of it? And then it's like, if it's somebody I know and it's just like, this seems like a lot of more money than I would think that you would just have liquid like this. I don't think that the first thing I would think is laundering money, but eventually, yeah, it would come to that.
And would you be like, I can't accept this money anymore?
I'm not laundering money for cocktails. It will both be in trouble. Like, if I ever decide to do some shit like that, I'm gonna have to do it like on my own and take the L by myself. Like, could you imagine if I did that and got us both caught up in some bullshit?
I would be crying. Y'all
I
would
would
see me on the
never.
news. I'd be like, I didn't even know. I knew.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm playing.
No.
That would.
No. But I mean, if anybody wants to make a substantial investment,
Go ahead.
you can email us at cocktails.atl@gmail.com. I do wonder if somebody did that, like, what would they want in return? Is this like, are you basically paying for sex for a long time, or you want something more? Because really, that's all I got to offer.
With this young man who wanted me to get the rental car, the last time that I was at his house and we were spending time together, he was like, I want to listen to your podcast. And I was like, fuck. Because I talked about him on the most recent too. And I was like, I'm glad he did it with me, because I was like, oh, let me just go back. I went back to like AC's episode. And have you ever listened to an episode of Cocktails with someone that you have either fucked or you're romantically involved with or want to be? It is the most awkward thing.
I know. I feel like it would be so
Because you see the
awkward.
light in their face at first, and then you see them go into like when we say something about a booty hole, or like I threw up on a dick, or like how do I get money from niggas? Like you see their face go like, you look so sweet. Like you just see them processing everything, but then you see them laugh. It's really interesting to sit there and watch it with someone who you're fucking. Or used to, or want to, or thought
I
about.
try not to. I don't really want to. I don't really like certain people, period, listening. Like, if they're like my boss has listened.
Well, do you think he would ever come on?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
But my boss has listened, and he was like, "Oh my God, Kiki, I was listening to your show, and I'm just so shocked at the things that were coming out of your mouth." And I'm like, "See, and we work together. Like, this is awkward." I was at a restaurant a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm sitting at the bar, and the bartender starts listening to the podcast in like her AirPods under her hat while I'm sitting there.
Oh my
so she kept coming over to talk about the episode, and I was like, oh my God, which episode did she pick to listen to? What did I say that episode? Because I was with my boo at the time, And I was just like, this is going to be awkward. Please don't bring up any certain topics. I know I didn't say anything about him, but like, please just don't. I don't know if you're going to think that a story I told is about him and it's about somebody else.
I still want to know who this boyfriend is. Y'all want to know? I want to know. Just so
I told y'all we got to make
know.
it a little longer. I don't know that that's going to happen. I'll tell you when it's done. We pass you the bottle. Every day. I know, right? But that's good because then it'll have a little water in it because I've already had a cocktail today and I don't need another. But I'm going to have one.
I'm going to be drunk getting my facial. Okay, guys. I think that it's safe to say we can move on to Indecisive Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Okay, Diane, what cute little date idea do you have for us this week?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. Have you heard of this new Mediterranean spot called Pasha Restaurant and Bar?
Oh my gosh, yeah, girl, I actually went there a couple weeks ago.
Let me tell you, it's to die for. If you go there, it looks like a club. They have a DJ. Even on nights when it's not even popping, there's a DJ. They have hookah. Their food is to die for. I had the lamb chops. If you go, have the lamb chops, get a little rice, get the crispy Brussels sprouts. You're gonna love it.
Thanks, Diane. Where's it at?
So here's the address. 631 Miami Circle, Unit 27, Atlanta, Georgia. Go there, check it out. You're gonna love it.
Thanks, girl.
No problem, ladies. Bye.
Have you been to Pasha?
I haven't heard of it. I just wrote it down. Okay.
It's actually really cool. It's like I feel like Blue, I used to like Blue, but Blue started doing
it's too much of a club now. And that's what I don't like. Like, if you want to have clubby vibes and go out, then it's fine. But I used to really enjoy their food. It wasn't like Turn Up City.
Now they have this thing where you have to like get a section. It's like, bruh.
Yeah,
like,
at nighttime. I went the other night, actually.
I'm like, Pasha it's not popping yet because don't nobody know about it, but like the food is good. Their drinks are really good.
You actually want to have dinner.
You can have dinner and they still have a DJ and it's not like it looks like the restaurant seating looks like sections. It's really cool. But yeah, it was good. The food was good.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay, so now it's time for us to move on to advice. Remember to email us your advice, not DM, but email. askcocktails.atl@gmail.com. Okay. This is not the right email address. Email account. Let me get to it. Okay.
Dang, I had one that someone did DM me, but I got too many DMs and I can't find it. But
okay, so I have one up that says, a crazy ex and 2 side niggas. Who do I choose? I need help. Okay. Hey ladies, I just recently found y'all's podcast last month and I have been hooked ever since. This is long, so please bear with me and let's get right to the story. I would like to stay anonymous, but I am a Black female, 25 years old from New York. So I was dating this guy last year. Let's call him Daryl. He's 29. We were only together for a few months because very early on, I noticed he was very controlling and jealous. He would go through my phone to catch me cheating. So one summer night, I went to go see my friend, let's call him Marquise, after a girls' night out. Honestly, nothing happened that night. We were just talking in the car because he flew into town that day and was leaving in the morning. Car convos are our thing. He moved to Florida 2 years ago, and the only sexual encounters we have had is that he gives me head on occasion. But that night, I was on my best behavior because I still had a boyfriend. But the next day, Daryl had found out because he went through my phone. Girl, you've got to delete the damn messages. At this point, he's always going through your phone. But anyway, we got into an argument and he broke up with me because he didn't believe I didn't cheat on him and didn't have sex with Marquise. Daryl and I were trying to make things work, but he just couldn't get past everything that he thought happened. At this point, me and Daryl hadn't talked in about a month or two. Honestly, the only thing that kept me going back was the sex was amazing. He would fuck the shit out of me. His head game was great and always made sure I got mine first. I was going to Miami Carnival in October, but the day before I left my ex Daryl, I wanted to see the day before I left, my ex Daryl wanted to see me. So I'm like, okay, let me go. Girl, I knew it was a bad idea because we ended up having sex. But I didn't mind, partly because I knew I was going to be seeing Marquise in Florida, and I didn't want to be tempted to have sex with him because I was going to be alone until my best friend flew in 4 days later. I don't know, something about that married karma. I just couldn't do more with him. Oh. So the whole time in Miami, trying to see how much more of this it is because there's a lot of back and forth. Okay, so the whole time in Miami, my ex Daryl is pissing me off, asking me who I'm with and what I'm doing every time I post an Insta story. I'm like, the fuck? Last time I checked, we was not together, so I don't know why you're clocking me. Just because we had sex don't mean you could be asking me any questions now. Anyways, while in Miami, I met this new guy. Well, kind of new. Let's call him Terrell. He's 27. We have mutual friends, and I've seen him around New York, but we never actually spoke and said more than hello. Girl, he got money and he is a complete gentleman, and we just click like we've known each other for years. We ended up having sex, so of course I'm not thinking this is going to be anything more once we go back home because I already warned him about my ex. My ex and I weren't officially done yet because I still had to go back to pick up my stuff from his house. Once we got home, I completely end things with Daryl. Terrell and I were going strong. He's taking me out on dates and it's fun. So what could be the problem, you ask? Well, 2 months later, Terrell and I were out at the movies. As we were leaving, walking to the car in the snow, my ex Daryl pops up. We get into a huge argument. He tries to grab me out of the car because he doesn't want me to leave with Terrell. Girl, it was fucking crazy. Yes, I know. I had to end up getting a restraining order. Well, damn. I had to end up getting a restraining order on Daryl that I'm still fighting in court to this day because I don't know how this man found me that day since he blocked me on social media after we officially broke up. So after that whole encounter, things got weird between me and Terrell. We weren't really talking like that anymore because he thought I had been lying and he was confused, thinking that me and Daryl were still in a relationship, blah, 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 blah. Marquise comes back into the picture, professing his whole soul, talking about how he loves me and he wants more. And we're going to skip some more stuff. But now Terrell is back in the picture too. He is now trying to take me on a vacation in June, but I'm not sure if I should go. I don't want to leave him on, so I told him I wasn't looking for a relationship, and he's still wanting to go on vacation together. The other problem is that the sex with Terrell wasn't great like it was with my ex Daryl. One, he don't eat pussy, which is a must. Yes, I faked it. I don't want to hurt his feelings. I just feel like I shouldn't have to teach a guy the bare minimum on fucking me right. What should I do? I mean, I really don't know what the options are. I don't like to be fucking multiple people at once, and I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. If it turns out into that, then fine. But should I have sex with Marquise and see where things go? Continue with Terrell, teach him how to fuck me right, and go on vacation in the restraining order and go back to my ex Daryl for amazing sex, or throw them all away and get a whole new nigga? You need to go to therapy, baby girl.
That's
a lot to not really say much. If you had to, I mean, this is just how I see it. If I gotta get a restraining order on somebody, you don't need to end that and then try to go back to them just because they fuck you right. And if somebody can't fuck you right, but you're, how old, 25 and horny as fuck, then you don't need to pick the nigga who's trying to take you places, because obviously you don't want anything serious and he wants something serious. You know the choice. You really wanted us to say in that restraining order.
Yeah.
And I'm not ever gonna say that.
I say just find 2 whole new niggas. Throw Terrell and
throw them all away.
Throw
them all in the dumpster. Take them to the landfill. Call it a day.
Call it a day. Because here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need that stress in your life. You just don't.
You don't, or you could have both.
And maybe that comes with age, and maybe at your 25-year-old self, is not going to understand that. But if you understand that before you become 31, life will be a lot more easier. And that's really all I can say. If someone is causing you any type of stress or negativity, that nigga, that bitch ain't it. Good day, sir. And if they are meant to be it, they'll come back around in life.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I don't have nothing else to say. Okay, what's yours say?
Okay. What was that?
I just deleted it.
You did delete? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
fuck would you not go back to somebody? A crazy ex and 2 side niggas or something like that is what it said. Why would I go back to somebody with a restraining order?
Well, that's what I'm starting to think, that like some women actually just like that type of attention. I'm not gonna lie. Because
violent attention, mm-hmm. or like stalkerish,
or you stalkerish, and you think that you're kind of like feeling like lucky to have somebody so that interested in you. That's what starts to make sense in my mind, because
maybe
to me,
so.
It's like, what's going on? That doesn't even seem like fun. I watch too much Lifetime.
That sounds like it's gonna end tragically.
Yeah. And in situations like that, we had to get us. We sound like parents. When you
get an adulting on this part.
When you get restraining orders and shit, I start to think like, how crazy is this nigga? Would he try to get my family? On Lifetime, that's what they show. It's like, oh, okay, watch me go get your sister or watch me go get your mama. Like, okay. Okay, next one. This one says, the subject is a crazy ex and 2 side niggas. Who do I choose? Long, but please read. I need help. All right, girl. She says, hey, ladies.
No, that's the one. I thought I just deleted it.
Is that the one you just read?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, that's...
Refresh the page. I'm like... Because it was also, every word was capitalized. And that's why I was having difficulties.
Shows how much I listen.
Right.
Oh, well, this is perfect. What's up, besties? I'm a new listener to the show, currently binge listening. I'm including my IG, but please keep me anonymous. Y'all, like, I seriously had to write this email to you guys because I have no close friends at the moment and I need advice on what I should do about this man. And I just know y'all can help. So I met this man on Tinder and we texted off and on since September. It wasn't until December when we actually went on a date for the first time. Y'all, this man was even finer in person. Ooh, I love a fine man. We really hit it off on that date, and I was already planning our wedding in my head, sis. Are you me? He's such a great guy on paper. Fine as fuck. Great job, money. We hold the same values. A husband. Since the first of the year, we've been hanging out quite often. I've even slept at his house a few times without us having sex. Here is where my suspicion kicks in. Hanging out without sex.
I don't want to spend the night if I'm not having sex. I don't want to just cuddle. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
We don't talk as much as I would like to. I have a very goofy and fun personality that I'm waiting to bring out around him. But he's very reserved and chill and likes to go with the flow of things. But I want to get to know him more on a deeper level. 2, About a week ago, I gave him head because I was hoping that he didn't have a little dick. It's slightly average to big size. No lie. He came within like 5 minutes. So either I killed him with the 2-hand twist or he's sensitive as fuck. 3, we had sex for the first time Sunday and y'all, built up anticipation. 2 sheet orgasm pills and my pussy was wet. All for him to last 5 fucking minutes before nutting. I was so disappointed because...
Now you done wasted your pills. And you know they say going out of stock.
I was so disappointed because I wasn't satisfied and I wanted more dick. There was no other rounds or head for me because he said he only gives head to a girlfriend. Excuse me? We just almost created a baby and now you have rules? The next day,
the fuck?
I'm texting him to poke and pry to see if him coming fast was a one-time thing. First of all, sis, you don't text that. You call and FaceTime at that. Or was it an all the time thing? He said that my pussy was indeed great and he can't guarantee that it won't happen again and that he is confident in his stamina. Bitch! He then proceeded to hint as nicely as possible if I had smelled something while we were having sex. If I had smelled something while we were having sex because he didn't like the smell. He was implying that it came from my pussy. I personally don't think it was me because I take my vagina health probiotics every day as well as wash my honey pot wash with honey pot wash. I try to keep up with my vagina health very well. I blamed it on those nasty ass Magnum condoms because everyone knows they have a certain smell when they get mixed with pussy juice.
Yes.
They do.
It's very distinct.
All this to say that he seemed concerned about it just as I am concerned about him coming quickly. Overall, I still very much like him and he likes me too, but I'm concerned about our sexual chemistry and if I should wait to see him if it improves. What could be making him come so early? Is that a concern? How do I get him to open up to me more on a deeper level? Or should I cut my losses completely and say, fuck it with him? Sorry, this was so long, but I appreciate y'all's help. Love, I need an orgasm too, damn it. P.S. Can y'all come to DC for a live show? Okay. Yes, we can come to DC for a live show. But to talk to you about this, normally, okay, I feel like we live in a society right now where we're so quick to cut everybody off. And normally me and Kiki do be like, throw that whole nigga away. But with this situation, I think you did a good job of bringing up what you wanted to bring up. I personally would have done it with a phone call because you can't really read the tone in the text. But I like that y'all are bringing up the conversation. He thinks maybe you got a stanky pussy, and he said it. Most niggas don't say that. They just not gonna fuck you again. Not saying that your pussy is stanky, but he obviously brought it up, and y'all are adult enough to have the conversation. I honestly don't think you should stop fucking with him. I think just keep communicating.
Get some other condoms. I started to recommend a brand, but they ain't pay us. So just do your research and find a condom. There's plenty of condoms that will fit and protect you from everything that a condom will protect you from without that nasty ass smell. You don't want to smell like a tire shop.
I really want to try a woman's condom. I've never done that before, and I think it would be dope if but the next time we fuck, let's try to use one and then tell people how it is.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna do that probably. like a diaphragm?
The one where you lay it down and it dips. It's like
I've seen like condom. The diaphragm that goes in you.
Us, yeah.
And covers your cervix. And then the dental dam.
The dental dam is just for eating pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not using that.
I'm probably not going to use either one of them, but it's a lot of work to get those diaphragms. You know, you got to go to the gynecologist because they got to fit it for you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you could just go cop some. And
I don't think so. I mean, I actually saw an email from somebody, and they have some, it's a woman who created a female condom company. But anyway, yeah, because it needs to fit you so that it stays in place. I would try it with a different condom and see who's really the funky person. Is it your pussy, or is it the condom? Or maybe maybe it's just a sign that science says it's not on your side. You guys' body chemistry, pH is getting all.
But try a little. We live in a society where everybody's so quick to cut everybody off. And sometimes I look at it like I have even cut some niggas off and it wasn't their time to be cut off yet because we're just so used to being like, you're not doing it. Bye. No, you can't do this. Bye. And it's like, when you really look at what my parents are still married, and even if your parents aren't still married, when you look at some of the relationships they've had, when you look at what they've gone through, whether it's a friendship or like a marriage, like they be going through stuff. And sometimes you got to go through things with people and get through them if you think it's worth it. And if you think
she liked him,
yeah, she must like him because she said this whole thing.
I just couldn't remember if she actually said how she felt.
I think she likes him.
She gotta like him because she didn't get no head and
spent the night over there, didn't have sex.
She's probably in love. So just go ahead and work through it, sis, because you're really not going to leave. And if you try to leave, you're going to go back. So cut out all of that middle drama and move on. Okay. Do you want to do another advice or move on to the cocktails?
Cocktails.
Okay.
I'm looking her up on Instagram real quick. I just want to see what she looked like.
Okay.
But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cover. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run it double D, so stuff. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe, was a hoe.
Somebody asked me if when they send their Instagrams, if we go look, I was like, sometimes, not all the time. I don't ever want to look like while we're recording, because then you always be like, is she cute?
And then you be like,
don't ask me that. Okay. So anyway, okay, now it's time for the cocktail. So remember, if you have a cocktail that you would like to share, please send it in to us, cocktails.atl@gmail.com. All right, Medina, what you got for us this week?
What is in the email? Okay, I got one. But it's not juicy. It's not. And it's not even...
Okay, so sometimes I hate when I've had sex, but it was like not, to me, not like story worthy, right? But I do think people still just like having some updates.
I mean, it's not even, okay, I'm going to tell y'all the cocktail just because this is all I got. Lately I started fucking niggas where I can't talk about them on the show. Maybe a Patreon episode. Y'all got to pay $150 an episode. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. So there's this guy. When I moved into the building that I lived in, I told myself I was not going to fuck or have any type of romantic situation with any male or female in the building. There are a lot of attractive people that live in there. And that is why I was like, I'm not going to do this. Like, I'm not going to be having fallouts. I'm not going to be made to feel like I can't bring someone to my apartment. Like, it's just like, there's a lot of things that can happen when you decide to fuck somebody that lives in your complex.
Yeah,
it's just not smart. And like maybe 20-year-old me or 20s me would be like, I don't care. But no, I care. So there's this guy that I like continuously see. He is so fine.
I was about to say, he got to be fine.
He is fine. We always see each other. And when we first would see each other, we would always just like smile and just like smile. He's a gorgeous smile. And we would just smile and just not say anything. So then one day, you know, we smile and we're both in the elevator together and it's me and him. Normally me, him, and a group of people. This time it's just me, him, and like a security guard or something. But we're talking like the security guard ain't even there. He's like, dang, like, I think you're really attractive. I'm like, I think you're really attractive. That's my old he is. He's in his 20s. I was kind of turned off because.
Like 20 what?
Like 25, I think.
Woo, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, he just didn't look like that. And so I get off of the elevator, like we're flirting and talking, and tells me his name. I tell him my name. I get off the elevator, I'm walking to my door, and he jumps off and he's like, well, wait, like, can I get your phone number? And I had somebody visiting. And I was like,
They were in your apartment?
And I was like, well, yeah, I'll give you my number real quick. We could be friends. Like, maybe I might need you to walk my dog one day. So I give him my number. Cool, that was it. And then, like, we start texting, we flirt, whoop, 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 do these things. God, he's so fine. He would text me sometimes in the middle of the night when he knew I was drunk, because he could see it on Instagram that I was in my car drunk and doing car karaoke. He'd be like, hey, like, let me just come down there and eat your pussy real quick, and then I'll just go back to my place. It's so tempting because you do live here, and it's like, oh, don't know if I got to drive nowhere. I can just come down here, and then you're going to leave? You're actually telling me you're going to leave? That's perfect. Like, we're not going to fuck. You're just going to eat my pussy, and then you're going to get up and leave. But I'm in my 30s, so I already know you're going to eat my pussy, and we are going to fuck. That's what's going to happen. So I would play with the idea with it and just, you know, like play with it and just be like, no, I'm good. Well, one day he talked me into sending him a video, and I talked about this on the show, and I don't do that. I really don't do that. I don't even do that to niggas that I'm in relationships with, let alone niggas that I don't know that just live in the building with me.
Wait, he asked you for what?
He told me to send him a video. We were talking on the phone, and he's like, what you about to do? I was like, well, I'm about to play with my pussy. And he was like, oh, well, can I see? And normally I say no. This time I was just, I don't know. I was like, yeah.
You're probably horny, shit.
Horny. That probably is what it was. I send him a video, backshot videos of me like playing with my pussy. I don't even know. As soon as I sent it, I regretted it. So this past weekend, he hits me up like, he said some fuck shit, like some shit that, like, there was a really beautiful woman on my Instagram, and he was like, oh wow, she lives in the building, I'm about to get her next. And I was like, what? Like, how do you say that to someone that you have been actively trying to, okay, cool. Like, I wasn't mad, but I was just like, that's rude, but cool. Try your shot, because once again, I haven't fucked you. And this is why I don't do stuff like this with people that live it close to you. So he hits me up this past week, and I posted a thirst trap, and he hits me up like, hey, can I come down in your apartment and eat your pussy? No, you can't. And I've never let him do it. I've never even let him come to my apartment. No, you cannot. He was like, well, normally you like play with the thought of it. I was like, no more. Go find the girl that you saw on my page the other day and ask her.
Right.
If that's what you would like.
What the fuck you bothering me for?
Yeah, like I'm not playing those games. You're not going to disrespect me. And so he was like, we got in like a little tiff. Like a little text tiff. And it was really stupid, but.
I mean, what was he saying? How did he feel like you were wrong, or what was there to argue about? Because I don't feel like you're wrong.
I didn't feel like I was wrong either. He was like, well, I don't understand why I can't come down there. I said, well, let me tell you, the first thing that when I met you, the first thing I told you was my policy is I'm not going to get involved romantically, sexually, anything like that with anyone who lives in this building. He goes, that's childish. And I was like, that's actually very responsible.
Yeah, it's childish to just be fucking everybody you see.
But he's in his 20s. So you don't understand my thought process. If something goes wrong, it's not going to, I'm living a very positive lifestyle right now. And if I see anything that's going to fuck that up, I am steering clear away from it. I've learned my lessons in life, God. Please believe. And I told that nigga that, and he was really like mad. He starts getting mad. And so then I'm like, I done sent you a whole booty hole video. And since yesterday, I've been getting on Instagram like, he gonna post it. He gonna post it because he's in his 20s. And he gonna be like, that bitch is Anyways, that's my cocktail. That wasn't even juicy. It wasn't even good. Y'all about to be mad. I gotta fuck somebody tonight to make y'all happy.
I know, right? It's like the pressure. Okay, so mine is embarrassing. I was going to read one, but since you told one, I'll tell one. Mine's not great either. It like starts off good, but it's not that great. Okay. So maybe, this is probably like a week or so ago. So I go out. We're going to call this man Taurus Bay.
Oh, Taurus. Oh, Taurus Bay.
The way your face changed so quickly. Okay, so we're going to call him Taurus Bay. So I was out with Taurus Bay. We go out. We have a good night. Go get some drinks. We went to dinner. And then we go back to his place. So we go back to his place. And I was just like extremely horny. Like I felt like I had been climbing the walls. We haven't really had a lot of sex. And I don't know if it's because he's older and like now his body is changing. I don't know if he needs the blue pills or what. Mm-hmm. But that's a conversation that's going to have to be had soon. So anyway, go to his house. I hadn't had sex in a few days. So I was like, I have to fuck you today. So we're having sex. Everything is great, right? It's working out great. It feels good. It didn't really last that long, but that's okay. I don't need too much time. 12 minutes is enough. And then I can go to bed. Like I'm old too. I'm tired. So we're laying there pillow talking. And so he starts talking about how he just likes me so much and he feels like we'll be together forever. And I've already told y'all how I feel about that. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to go with it for the moment. And he was like, yeah, I think we should, he starts making like wedding plans. And I think that that's weird because I'm sitting here like, I just think that I am like very realistic, almost to the point of becoming pessimistic at times. And I be trying to check that. But he is like so optimistic. And we had this conversation before and I don't feel like he remembers it because we had been out drinking. I wasn't that drunk. He was. So he's like saying all this stuff, telling me all these plans and all these things that he wants to do. Do y'all know that the next day when I try to bring up this conversation, he acted like it didn't happen and was like, oh, actually, I don't know that I ever want to get married. So we're just sitting there looking at each other stuck. Like,
was he drunk?
Yes, he was drunk. But it's like when he gets drunk, we have this same conversation. But then later, it's a different conversation. And it's like, okay, well, can I believe anything that you say when you're drunk? Because you're just making up these things and this is stupid. I don't like it. And now I'm mad.
So he wants to marry you, is what we're saying.
I don't know. That's what I'm confused about. Like, okay, you get drunk and you say, you know what? We don't need to have a wedding. We can just elope. And then a few years later, we can have a big wedding if, you're still in it. When you're drunk, after I fuck you and suck your soul for the cash app. But when we're having conversation over breakfast, you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to get married. I'm not really sure about that. Are you sure? What do you really want?
What does he say?
He was like, I don't know. We'll just see. But I'm like, okay, so do you need to be drunk all the time? Maybe you need to be drunk all the time because I like you better when you're drunk than when you're sober.
No.
Because
he means it. I feel like the truth comes out when you're drunk and you're just a little bit more hesitant and nervous when you're sober to bring it back
to
up.
me, sometimes it's the truth comes out and then sometimes I'm overly mean and I don't even mean it. I just feel like being mean. Do you ever do that?
Yes.
So it's like, that's not even really how I feel, but I'll say some shit that I don't mean and it's hurtful, but I just feel like hurting people.
Angry.
So then that makes me wonder, like, okay, I do it when I'm angry, but do other people do like this fake happiness because they feel so good from drinking and they just say all these things that are so nice? Like, I don't know.
I don't know either. Well,
if I come back one day and I'm married, that would be so strange. I asked crazy. Mallory, I was like, Mallory, if I called you on Monday and was like, I'm married, look at my ring, would you be surprised? Do you know what she said?
What?
I would be so happy. And do you know why? Because obviously he's rich. And then I can make my BBL appointment. I was like, girl, is this what you think of me? My sister, my blood. This is what you say. I was like, okay,
well, there we go. Family just wants the money.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was very upset. I personally didn't like that sexual experience because I was upset the next morning.
I personally hope that he does propose and gets it right and y'all really do get married. Y'all, you heard
let's not hold our breath.
Cocktails, dirty discussions. Kiki's getting married.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Make sure y'all
You are going to be the first one to get married. Ayana's going to be the first to get married out of the three of us.
Definitely.
Even though she's shaking her head furiously at us, she's going to be the first. I'm going to be the last. If I ever get married, Medina will be next.
We'll see, because obviously I can't get this shit right. Do y'all see how many men in relationships I've been through?
But you always talk about you want to get married. I've never said that shit in my fucking life.
Something is going to change.
Those are the people that it happens to.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want a baby, and now you got a baby.
Yeah. I don't want a baby. I don't want to...
Now you got a whole family.
Not the baby part. Hold on.
You the one having dreams about being fucking pregnant.
You having said that doesn't have nothing to do with being pregnant.
You saw a stomach. I usually just have dreams if I'm like pregnant. I don't see a stomach. I just feel like I'm pregnant. I don't see no stomach. So you might have
usually that's because I had something too spicy for dinner.
Well, this
and it's
Evan
a bubble
Williams
gut.
Just
is that you in your feelings?
The baby. Oh, make sure y'all come to Traffic February 23rd and come turn up with me and Kiki, your besties.
Yes, and then whenever you guys want to contact us about collaborating for an episode, if you want us on your show, if you want to come on this show, whatever, anything like that, make sure you send it to us at cocktails@atl@gmail.com. And then you can also follow us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. I am at Kiki Said So.
And I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the track. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Wait on the track.